holiday season is a time filled with love, laughter, family, photos, and friends. It's also prime time for scammers and con artists looking to make a quick buck. However, one former expert hacker who now works for and consults with the good guys says he believes the biggest online threats are no longer human. Brett Johnson made millions committing identity theft for a living before becoming a consultant for the Secret Service. Now he says the biggest scams out there are driven primarily by artificial intelligence. The three biggest cyber threats out there, he says: deepfakes, scam farms, and synthetic IDs. Joining us now to break it all down, the man himself, expert hacker turned cybersecurity consultant, Brett Johnson. I wasn't even familiar with the cyber ID thing that you're talking about there.
Yes, sir. So synthetic fraud, it's the fastest growing form of identity theft on the planet. It's 80% of all new account fraud. It's 20% of all overall credit card debt, 5% of all credit card chargebacks. It's a $50 billion a year industry for the bad guys. And it is eating us alive. And what you do is you can use a child's social security number. You can take parts of an adult's identity, put them together and create a brand new identity, get credit on that identity, and start to rip off financial institutions, merchants, who have you.
Brett, I feel so bad by saying this as part of who you are and your expertise in the background, but you were committing cybercrimes in the 90s and early 2000s, but you say the landscape is now shifting dramatically due to the introduction of AI. What makes AI so dangerous in this context?
So the problem with AI, today we live in an environment. Criminals live in an environment where they don't have to know any dynamic of the crime that they are committing. Every single product and service is off the shelf. They don't need to understand anything, yet they can go out, commit crime, and be successful at it. What artificial intelligence does is it allows that success rate to skyrocket. There's a reason that cybercrime today is the third largest economy on the planet, $9.5 trillion, just behind the United States and just behind China. So that gives you an idea of how big this problem is.
And how big of a deal is it also that these criminals can more or less operate from anywhere?
It's a huge issue. It's huge. You have jurisdictional problems, so they can operate anywhere. You have manpower problems on the law enforcement side. There simply aren't enough police officers to arrest everyone. The bad guys know that. You'll see them on Telegram. They brag about it. Hey, they can't arrest us all. And they know that. And because of that, it emboldens these guys to go out and commit crime, to victimize whoever they can.
And Brett, I have to believe, too, I report being the victim of a cybercrime. That's pretty low on the totem pole if we're looking at using resources.
It's extremely low. You figure you've got roughly 37,000 FBI employees or agents spread across 56 field offices. Of those, only about 400 concentrate on cybercrime. Meanwhile, you've got millions of cyber criminals out there looking to profit.
Brett, you openly talk about your background and your history of committing fraud over the years. How have you seen things change as far as that element? Has it become more dangerous, more alarming? What are you seeing?
The differences, when I was committing crime, we had to understand every single element of the crime that we were committing. We had to understand our own security so we weren't caught and sent to prison. We had to understand the security of the company that we were trying to victimize. We had to understand how to steal identities, run phishing schemes, launder money, run drop addresses, everything across the board. These days, you don't have to do that. These days, you can buy a tutorial for as low as $15. You can take a live instruction class anywhere from $300 up to $3,000 that teaches you how to commit a specific type of crime. You can simply ask the question in a Telegram channel, and someone will give you the answer on how to be profitable committing some specific fraud.
Brett, it almost seems as though it's set up against the average everyday person, that unless you really know what to look out for, you could easily be duped.
That's a huge issue. You have to understand that the bad guys, they are attacking you at an emotional level. If you want to believe something, it only means that I have to give you the smallest excuse I can to allow you to believe that. So you believe that you're going to be a millionaire on crypto, or you believe someone online is falling in love with you. If you want to believe that, I can come up with some excuse to allow you to believe that, and that's where I victimize you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.